Welcome to Wonder Woman Wednesday. I am Jared, and today I'm going to be doing kind of an honest, evaluation of the Zeus origin for Wonder Woman. In other words, the new 52, she is the daughter of Zeus origin, try and take as much of a neutral, evaluation of it as possible. And by shout out to my good friend I Can Be Brave on Twitter, she is a big advocate for the Zeus origin and is one of the most knowledgeable Wonder Woman fans I know. So go check her out. I'll put her stuff in the chat. But so let's start with this. All right. So I'll start with the background. So when the New 52 happened, a lot of the origins got revisited, and Brian Azzarello was writing the Wonder Woman book. And one of the things that he did is he wanted to take a hyper accurate to actual Greek mythology origin for a lot of stuff. This is where you have the stuff with the Amazons that everyone hates. You have the Zeus origin, kind of. And to a degree, I get what. So from that perspective, I get it. The other thing that should be noted is that in the popular zeitgeist, whenever there's a movie about a Greek mythological hero, 9 times out of 10, they're the child of Zeus. So I get from the business perspective why it's okay, that's the way you want to do it. Plus, it's the simplest origin you can go with. She's the daughter of Zeus. Instead of saying that she was shaped clay by her mother and brought to life by the gods. Sounds simple, but it's more difficult for a general audience person to grasp, I think. Now let's talk about what it adds to the character, the Zeus origin. What it does is it links her more fully to the Greek pantheon, and you do get a lot of cool family drama, story ideas, and you got that in the New 52, particularly with Diana versus Apollo or Diana versus the Firstborn. You get a lot of really cool ideas of with when Grail was killing all of the children of Zeus to power up Darkseid. So you get a lot of there's a lot of interesting story ideas that you can go with Diana being the daughter of Zeus, and you can power her up significantly, because then that's why in the New 52, when she took off the gauntlets, she got uber powerful. Her eyes were glowing white. Now let's talk about what it takes away from the character. What you lose with the Zeus origin is so Diana is the ideal woman in that sense, is that with the clay origin, essentially she is untouched by man, literally. Man contributes nothing to her origin. So you have that. The second part, and by the way, that works for the character that's supposed to be the ultra feminist icon that Wonder Woman is. Now, the other thing, and this is something that I don't think anyone's ever said before, so hey, you're getting exclusive. And I've said this on the Super Wonder show I do with Britt. The advantage that the Zeus origin kind of gives is Diana is the ultimate Earth woman, because she's literally made from the Earth in the clay origin. So it's there's no one more. So she is ultra human. So anyone that's saying she's not human is lying. And she is the ultimate woman of Earth. So that's kind of cool. I appreciate that. And I feel that's a really cool way to consider Diana. Now the analysis. Now here's the thing with me, I'm always neutral on this. It really depends on the story, because I've read fantastic stories that use the Zeus origin, and I've read fantastic origins that use the clay origin. So while I prefer the clay origin, it's not I have it's not if a story uses the Zeus origin, I'm oh God, this is going to be horrible. It really is hyper dependent on the story and the Elseworlds. Because again, if it's an Elseworld story, what does it matter? If the main continuity, as far as the history of the DC universe is concerned, the new history of the DC universe by Mark Waid, I think it's issue 1 or 2 is where he does. I think it's 1 where he makes it where it's the it's the clay origin. I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's canon now. And you know what? That's the origin I prefer. So it's like, okay. But it's like if an Elseworld story wants to simplify it and go with the Zeus origin, okay, that's fine. I have no issues with that. But that's just me. Drop below your thoughts on the Zeus origin. And like, if you prefer it, if you prefer the clay origin, I get the feeling most of you guys are going to prefer the clay origin. So that's fair enough. But please be civil about this. Please. And be sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow. And consider becoming a member, because when you become a member, you get these a day early. So for as little as $1 a month, you can get access to these early, access to my reading log, and a bunch of other great perks that I try to provide to members. And I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next one. Remember, Steve Trevor, Steve Never. See you guys later. Bye-bye.